Hey, what's up, universe? It is 4:51 a.m. on Saturday, July 29th, 2023. So I haven't gone to bed yet, and this is another one of those nights where I was heading to bed, and I was looking at my phone, and I didn't even... this wasn't like an intentional thing. Like, I was just checking my email, and Indeed has been sending me like job feed updates and things like that, and I haven't looked at them in like a couple of weeks, to be honest. All of my activity has been on LinkedIn because I've been engaging with people's posts, like contributing to conversations, and it's a social platform, and so I just gravitate towards that. And I honestly forget about Indeed. Anyhow, I was checking my email, and one of these Indeed, job update feed emails came through. And the first, since I don't open them, like that very, very short, like preview is what caught my attention, and it had Zendesk, right? And I just felt compelled to look at it, And so I opened up the email and took a look at the opportunity, and I don't even remember what the opportunity was, but I was like, okay, well, that's kind of interesting. And I kept scrolling through, I went ahead and allowed myself to search for Zendesk, and I scrolled through these different jobs, and I found, I think the one that it was in the email was for a consultant job, if I remember right now. And I saved it, and I looked at the description, and the hourly rate is definitely below what I was making before. It's part-time. It's completely consultants. It's not even meant to be the Zendesk person for this company. It's meant to kind of be on a consulting basis. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I could totally do that, right? So I saved it, and I just allowed myself to start scrolling through these other jobs, these other roles that had been posted. And I found a Zendesk role, although it's not really a Zendesk role. It's for creating educational content for Zendesk for an educational website. And they pay, you get to create the content on your own time, and if you get it completed within 30 days, there's a certain hourly bonus. And it was just kind of oh, this is so interesting to just a little kind of side gig, right? So there's that part-time consultant where it's where I don't have to be the actual Zendesk person, just a consultant. And then creating educational content. And then I found another Zendesk role. This one's definitely more, it's a full-time position. It's meant to be where this person is the Zendesk person. I went ahead and saved these three because they kind of caught my attention, especially the first two. The third one I kind of sat with, and I was like, I don't know. But I went ahead and allowed myself to save it. Then, the most exciting one, I kept scrolling through, and there's a company called unwrap.ai, and it's from a couple of ex-Amazon people that actually created Alexa and worked on Alexa for a few years. It's 4:56 a.m., by the way. I got the 4:55. I don't know if that counts. So anyway, worked at Amazon working on Alexa, and then they got frustrated with having to source from all of these disparate siloed data sources on customer feedback and issues, and all of this kind of a thing. So their new company, these two people left Amazon, created this new company called Unwrapped, and it's basically meant to solve that kind of an issue. and it's I think it's applied NLP engineer is the name of the role. And they're like, hey, if you've got Python experience, like Zendesk experience, MySQL experience, and you'd like NLP, like, this is what we're about. Like, they're a very new company, like 2 years old maybe. And it's the kind of company, and they put this in their thing, they're like the potential for like life-altering, like compensation, right? Obviously not right now, but as the company were to like bloom, I was like, oh, this is interesting, because like this is exactly what I've been working on, like I have all of this experience. So I couldn't help myself. I totally like checked out the company, looked at the people, applied for the job, got up out of bed, like adjusted my resume just a little bit, just changing my email because my access to the real Zach Olinger like Gmail workspace is going to end on August 1st. So just to like make sure that any communication didn't kind of go into a black hole, I changed it to my other email address, my free Gmail address. And I applied for the role, and then I messaged one of the co-founders, because I checked out the co-founders' profiles on LinkedIn, and one of them was like, hey, we're hiring, direct message me if you're interested. And so I direct messaged this co-founder after I had applied, and I wrote my cover letter and everything for the role. And I just got done submitting that stuff literally like 10 minutes ago. So I'm like actually super excited about this, because I'm like, ooh, like this is what I've been working on in a way, you know what I mean? Like I definitely use NLP in the project that analyzes my language to identify my subconscious beliefs. And I don't know, I'm excited. So we'll see. That's all I got really right now. The boys are here. We hung out and had a good evening together. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's my update. All right. So thank you for being here. I guess another curious thing, honestly, speaking of Zendesk, earlier today, one of the guys that I knew from being a Zendesk user group leader, we were in the Slack channel together, and he hit me up on LinkedIn today because he had a question, a Zendesk related question. So Zendesk has been coming up Friday the 28th, going into Saturday the 29th of July. So I just find that curious. And then to mention too, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I was removed from the Zendesk user group leader Slack channel on Wednesday, just to kind of denote that for posterity. When I go back and I look at my journals, this is basically what these are. These are my journals. And this guy on LinkedIn, that hit me up was like, hey, I tried to find you in the Slack channel, but I didn't see you there. So I let him know what's going on. Man, it seemed like there might be something else. It's okay. It's time for bed. All right, I love you guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being with me and giving me some time and space. And I will talk to you later. I'll keep you updated. All right, I love you guys. Bye.